11. Think I'll wait 3 minutes. Do we like the countdown? Maybe we like the countdown. Sip of joy. Probably even get out there. Hello again. And welcome back to Your Future Hand. My name is Julian Biggs. The price of Bitcoin right now is $49,973, and we got a healthy pump happening over the last day or so. Let's get into it. How was your morning? How was your weekend? Actually, it's Wednesday now. Fuck the weekend. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. Hopefully the audio's good. Music sounds good to me. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, last night in the stream, where were we last night? Should have just pulled up the video. Pull up the video. We drew this triangle on last night's stream. We were fiddle farting around here, but we were on the half-hour chart last night's stream, and I had taken the long from down here, and then I actually added more, and I chased it up, chased my stop loss up, and got bumped out, but we went back in, basically right at 42.7. It was like 42.699 actually was my entry, but I added some more, and the entry is now 42.996, which you can see in the thumbnail. Actually, we are up. We are moving towards the top of this range that we identified last week, or maybe it's been longer than a week now. I don't even remember. Let's get into it. How many days have we had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 days since we identified this range, and I said this would be our trading range, and here we are back at the top of the range. About a week later. So lots of trading happened in there. We did not catch the very bottom. We're in our DCA. We put more money into alts as well with our profits. We DCA'd, and life is still grand. The alts, I'm sure, will move to catch up to Bitcoin, which will be nice. So if you miss this Bitcoin pump, maybe you grab a little Ethereum. If you had shelled profits from Bitcoin, maybe you grab a little LTC. ADA. May I say some ADA would be nice. But this looks good to me. But, you know, if this is an accumulation pattern, then there still is that chance, like I said, that this daily chart comes and puts a solid close somewhere down here. Somewhere like in this area here. You know? So what we're waiting for here is a break of this range. So, I mean, we identify the range. We took some shorts. We took some shorts. Took a mini short. And then we're in a long. Missed this long. Would have been nice to just be in that long. Because what we want is a long off the bottom of the range. But, you know, I was waiting for more of a solid close. And I still feel like there's a chance at that. Or at least a retest of this, perhaps. It could be wishful thinking, too, you know. A lot of guys do that. They FOMO, Mr. Old Gareth Soloway, who told you 10K was coming and has been moving his goalpost and his man bun all year long. You know? Who told you it was going up, though? YFH did. YFH did. So, plan today. Stay above the 78.6% fib level of this move. So, basically, we need 43.7. So it seems these $700 marks were resistance, and for the last couple of days it was 42.7, and we called that trade last night, and it was actually on the live stream. It popped a bit, so we popped the resistance last night in the live stream, and then you can see on the half hour the struggle after breaking. So broke, popped, little struggle and a retest to catch this and flip it into support here, and then off to the races it was, and out of this resistance and triangle pattern that we've had for the last 10 days, 11 days, 12 days, 2 weeks. 2 trading weeks, basically. 2 trading weeks. So we're on the half-hour chart. Let's have a look at the RSI. We keep things super simple. I don't like to get too crazy with all the things and the stuffs. Keep it simple. But you can see we're losing 70% here. I did take profits from my trade, but if we lose the 78.6% fib, so I'm looking for a 43.7 here as support, which also could be another good long entry if it does flip into support here. You know, just because we're topped out on the half-hour RSI does not mean that we can't keep going, retest the 70% RSI here on the 1 hour, and have a little bit more of a breakout. Potentially get some of this. A few peaks and a little Humpty run here. In a little Humpty run. Would be great. Wonderful. Good morning, Julian. Thank you for coming in. Miss Longstaff is in the chat. Wonderful supporter. Someone who's done well with her DCA, I imagine, as well. Which is great to see. This is why we do this. You know, it's not... I don't look at this as a competition. I don't look at our lives as a competition. The Western way of life has given us the idea that we all need to be in a competition with each other, and because of that, most of Western society, like, you know, when you're 18, you're on your own. You're going on your own. You're on your own. You're on your, like. I mean, we have this idea that you got to go out and survive and make it on your own. And you absolutely should be able to, but there's a reason that foreign families come here and fucking destroy us in our own economy, and it's because they work together. They learn how to work together. They learn how to share value, share property until everyone gets property and value, and I love that. I'm all for it. I am all for it. But yeah, this does look great. Let's hope we flip that into support. But if we don't, I don't care. I'll close my trade completely. I took profits here. You can see the position that I'm in, actually. This so from the trade setup we had last night, this was really nice. It ended up playing out, you know, obviously a few hours later. but I took that entry on 42,699, like I think it was, and then I ended up adding more this morning. So my entry now is actually from 42,996, as you can see in that thumbnail. Actually, in the thumbnail for this video, for this live stream. But you can, yeah, we're in the trade. I hope this fills. Maybe we hit the high. I'd like to see it hit the high. I did take a bunch of profits here, and there's not much left in. I think 25% of my wallet is left in at the moment, which isn't a whole lot on Femex right now. I was really hoping for that chance again, like I said, on the daily here, if we can get this down to the bottom of the range again. So we've established the range. Like I said, we've hit it now. Now we've established the range. Okay, so here's the daily. We had the breakout top and hit the bottom of the range, hit the bottom of the range again before now reaching the top of the range. Doesn't necessarily mean we're breaking out. We did break out of this triangle, so that was it's a good sign for a little move up and a little pump. That's great, right? But doesn't mean it's just going to break out and take the all-time, or sorry, the high for 2023 today or this week. I'm really hoping that they push it down to that 40K. No FOMO though. This is why we DCA. But I wanted to stack a juicy leverage long in there. The old leverage schlong. Get a little. Never mind. Keep that to myself. What's going on with the SPX? 47.72. So it's again taking new highs for the day and moving up towards the 4,800 mark, which was the all-time high for the SPX. This is crazy, right? So I'd like to see them double top this for the week, and then they leave and they fuck off for Christmas, and everyone feels great, and then maybe they come back and dump it, and Bitcoin pumps. But I kind of expect that when nobody's watching, when everyone thinks that these guys are going to take the holidays off, you know, some skooky switcheroo shit might happen, and Bitcoin will pump while no one's paying attention. It loves to do that, and Christmas seems like the good time for all you Hallmark holiday suckers. I'll be watching the charts. I'll be schlong. The old leverage. Get a little leverage on the old schlong. That's right, Liberty Interest. He knows about leverage. Look at that wrench next to his name. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So let's hope we get sneaky. Let's hope we get sneaky on the old Bitcoin chart over Christmas. That's kind of what I think. But there's 2 days left in the week, which means 2 days could go red because we've hit the top of the range again in a couple of days. So things are starting to move faster, which is nice to see. Broke this little W. So that's another thing, too. We had the ugly W. The ugly W is still a W, right? The ugly W here, and it's just breaking now, so we'll see. I would have loved that solid bottom. Santa's coming with a sack of sats this year. Santa's old sack of sats. That's it. That's all I want, Santa, is a sack of sats. The Santa rally. Yeah. Santa rally. I wonder. Yeah, the Santa rally. I like the sound of that. Santa's coming with the old sack of sats. Or maybe he'll dump a big old lump of coal on us. Big old... Uh-oh, I'm moving a pattern that shouldn't be moving. Moving a pattern that shouldn't be moving. And see here, we're coming back down. But like I said, to test 43.7 here, it could be another long entry, or it could be the sign that this move did top out here, and we'll head back down to the bottom of the range. Just like 40.7 was, $40,700 was. You can see the bottom of my range here. My first line of support was $40,700, and then the resistance at the next level was 41.7. It was 42.7. We caught that trade. And now it's going to be the same. We hit $44,741 was our high for 2023. So same again. These are the numbers we're looking to hold. These are the numbers we're looking to break. They seem to be working out. We find the numbers, we find the range, and we just fucking trust it. And we make some trades, manage our risk accordingly, and that's it. We stick to the plan, And we try to take money from the man. That's what the whole point of Bitcoin is. Take money from the man. Taking money from the man. Santa with a sack of sats. Yeah. We need that. We need that. Come on, Santa. Santa's gonna be stuffing socks full of Bitcoin. That's what he should be doing. Want to do something for your kids? Buy them Bitcoin. Buy the Bitcoins. Buy the Bitcoins. You know what I want to see, actually? Let's get something pulled up here. New tab. Let's see if I can show you guys. This is starting to look like something. Can I save this image? Can I savage this image? Savage. Okay. Save that. Downloads. Then I'm going to go over here. See if I can take the background off that and schwippity schwap it onto the charts. And do a little imaging. A little perspective of an accumulation pattern over top of the current chart pattern, and we'll see what's up. See if it works out. Slow down. Do 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 do. I could turn the music up a bit for a sec, because I'm dinking around. I'm here, but just in the background. Let me turn up the sound. Original tunes by J Banks, ladies and gentlemen. Creative design. Okay, let me try this. Whoa, that's loud. That's alright. We're grooving for a second. Is that too loud? Let me know in the chat if that's too loud. Did I get a little crazy? Did I get a little crazy with the jam there? Samples. Oof, that may be too crazy. Let's do that for my. It's too early for this, Jazz. Oh yeah, they're too loud. Come on, Jay. Settle down. It's too early. It's too early for that. 43,959. 44. Doesn't look like it wants to get pushed down here. Doesn't look like it. And oof, my computer's not having fun at the moment either. But yeah, like I said, with the SPX just pushing and pushing, with pushing and pushing. You know what I mean? 4,700 on the SPX or 4,800 on the SPX. It's weird that we're 10x the value of that, right? What does that mean? 47, 48K for Bitcoin. Up there where that 78.6% fib is, like I was saying. Like I've been saying. Told them that Bitcoin was going to start shocking people here. I mean, it's been shocking me all year, but everyone thought it was going to dump here or dump out at the end of the year. I just didn't see it. Had 48K and 50K in the sights. We're halfway there. Let's have it. Let's have it. Now, uploads. So did I get distracted. It's alright. Just ramble. Make it clear. Okay. Oops. I want that version of your screen. Downloads. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Remove the background from this sucker. Set image as background. Now. Edit photo. It's a little weird, but that's okay. We'll see. It should be Now we'll go to the design. Well, that's hopefully it. Is that it? Oh, I can't just drag it on there like that, can I? Interesting. Okay. Right. Let's see if I get that. Okay. Oh, boom. That actually looks pretty good. Now, I wish I could see this better. But here, look at that 4-hour chart. Okay. Where's the breakdown? Get the. Man, that looks pretty good. You know, it lines up. It lines up. So if we look, I mean, we can put that somewhere, but I don't know if you can see that very well or not. But this is basically it's a YFH accumulation pattern, which is shown to break out from these points. Actually, what happens if I put it on? Yeah, it's not like you're going to see it any. Maybe we would see it better on that page. Wow, now I'm just messing everything up. Music's not even going on that page. Anyways, but you can see this isn't a YFH accumulation pattern, and these things are known for being juicy long trades as well. So if we put it on the 4-hour, this thing lines up real nice. I wish it was more colorful. Maybe I'll have to work on that and get it to a prime example. But that thing looks pretty good to me on the 4-hour for one of these patterns, and that thing is known for busting to the upside. So maybe we do get the break from this point. I would have liked to have seen another low. So if we actually go to the daily, zoom that out. Oh, yep. Bigger. Still got the music cranked. Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry, but we'll turn it down. Okay, let's get rid of this for a minute. See if we can see a little better. And then let's lay this on the daily from the breakdown. There. So like this, I mean, it looks good for me for this bottom, but like I said, I generally would have liked to have seen this happen. So if we put this pattern onto the 4-hour chart, it seems to be lining up. But the 4-hour chart, we know anything under the daily is not as strong of a signal. Now the 4-hour chart is great for trading. It's great for confirmation. It's great for a lot of things. It's fairly strong. You can't do anything but scalp from the 4-hour chart or under, though, in my opinion. Unless we're in a massive bull trend and you caught a bottom on like we've been in all year. But right now we're kind of in this uncertain. Are we going further? Are we topped for the year? Do we have to consolidate until the halving kind of deal? So I was looking for this to play out, right? Which, in fairness, still could. They're not a perfect setup, especially since this is a pattern designed 100 years ago for different type of charts, but it does line up on the 4-hour already with this breakout in it here. But what I'd like to see is the daily follow this. So I could see this day potentially not moving any further than it has. The RSIs on the shorter time frames are a little topped at this point. Not totally topped. Things can just keep going, and the RSIs will just go sideways. If we get a nice trend upwards, they can generally manipulate those RSIs, keep those things floating between 60 and 80K, or sorry, 60 and 80%, which is great. But yeah, I'd still like to see that. I don't see why there's not a chance at another little bear trap down here before it goes up. But we're watching. If it just breaks this range, then Great. We DCA'd. We're heavy in. We still have this open. We still have this open long here. If you caught the stream last night, you would have saw me draw this setup on stream. I had to stay up a couple more hours to feel confident in that, and then I was I was actually up again about 4 in the morning. I told you guys last night too, between like 3 during these times when we start to do it, they're going to do it at times when you're not paying attention and when the normal markets aren't open, because Bitcoin's out open 24/7, right? So these guys got this thing moving in the middle of the night. And yeah, maybe the Asian market did it, but I guarantee these guys at 4 in the morning over here, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, when we were breaking this big triangle pattern, you know, generally that's when people aren't paying attention. Early bird gets the worm. Big old inchworms you can see here. Early bird gets them. But we are now above the 78.6% fib of this move. I'm actually going to change that. So since we got back to that point, I could have that, you know, technically I would leave the bearish fib. So like this. It's not technically bearish. It's just a retracement for this move. So we took the 78.6. And what we want to do is hold this, but we got our red box there, so we know where the 78.6% fib is. Now what I want to do is take a fib again, but I'll put it on the positive move here. So we know that the bottom of this red box is the 78.6% fib for the retracement of the high to the low, and now we have a pretty well-established move on the 4-hour chart. So let's put the fib on the positive part of this move from the last low to the last high. So this gives us our breakout point, which was the 38.2% fib. We entered down here at 42.7, right? Very minimal risk, and I should move my stop in profits, but I've taken profits. I took profits up here, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, so 38.2% fib you can see now has come actually to the candle body support of this move before it even happened. So now we know the bottom of this red box is the 78.6% of the bearish move from 44.7 to $40,200. Beautiful bounce off our 200 mark that we like. Yeah, so holding support of 42.7, but we have a little wiggle room based on this new Fibonacci, the old Fibonacci, going down to about 43.3K, approximately, and, you know, potentially feeling bullish, potentially, but no bias. Try to trade without a bias. Remove your emotion. This is why we just find the range. We take the trades that we can. We don't worry about the ones that we missed. I really don't like fiddle fucking around in the middle of these zones. I wanted this. I played a couple of shorts here thinking that this would be the short that went all the way down. And I don't generally like jumping in the longs in the middle of the range, but we caught it last night turning around, and now we're in the long. So that's why we don't have a bias. We watch the chart. We go day to day, hour to hour, hopefully 4 hour to 4 hour for good solid confirmations. But this thing looks still pretty healthy to me. And it's still going to look healthy if it comes down to 43.4 here. And that's also the high of this wick. So yeah, retesting this orange line, which is the triangle pattern that we drew out here, would not be a bad thing. And we could actually probably flip this triangle to create a square pattern here, if that makes sense to you. So if we inverted this triangle pattern, put it the other way, you know, good chance that we fill that now. But we'll see. We just got to stay above this here. But short is generally good from these moves. We know that catching a move from now these tops to 38.2% fib is not unlikely. But this was a pretty positive break above the pattern that we've been in for the last 10 days or so. So that's what we're watching. It's just for that to flip into support there. Or just get moving. Like, I mean, this candle has been moving for an hour, this 4-hour candle, and it hasn't, there's not very much pressure on it either way. So, yeah, we're doing it. Doing it live, doing it and doing it and doing it live, doing it and doing it and doing it live. Trade is good. Trade is good. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. The trade is alive. I got super distracted. When I get distracted, my brain just rambles. You know, turns out all you need to learn what they do with the money is ADHD in a computer. Or a friend that has ADHD in a computer. Been following along with YFH this year. We thank you very much. 2 years of YFH in the history books here. We're not going to be around this weekend. Marty's going to be taking time with his family. I'm going to be here with my dog. So I'll be streaming still and hopefully trading. Like I said, I think there's going to be some pumpskis. I think we're going to be doing a little pumpskis over Christmas here. Hopefully not the dumping because it just doesn't make sense. There's no reason for it to dump. There really is no reason for it to dump. But don't be afraid if this thing does come down real quick back to 40K here, because I'd be happy about that. But I'm not worried about anything until underneath 39.5. Like I said, 39.5, and even maybe as low as 39, that 39.100 to 38.900 to, well, possibly that 700 mark like we've just been talking about the last few days, these 700 levels of resistance and supports. But I'm not scared until we're down there. That's when I would get nervous about this thing heading a little further south, and I'd just be going back to DCA until I had sight on a bottom. Because I don't push shorting. I really try not to push shorting. I have taken a couple shorts, but they're small, and I try not to push shorting. I don't want to push shorting. I don't really believe in shorting. The whole idea and purposes of Bitcoin is just to accumulate it, and that's it, and use it. And if we use it in exchange as a medium of exchange, and everybody just passes around and use it as the currency, it's enough for everyone. And that's why we want to push this message now, because there's only 1 million left, and we need to get a hold as much as we can, because the other people that are grabbing it, they're just grabbing it to hoard it. That's it, just to fucking hoard it. They're fucks. You know what I mean? It's really not its purpose. It does. The white paper does go in to say that it is a place that can be used as a store of value, and so far people they're using it as such. But if it erodes the monetary policy and becomes the world currency, then it doesn't really make sense for it all. Actually, it doesn't matter, because the sats, you can just break it down so much that it really just doesn't even matter. It just really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. What's going on CoinMarketCap? That my kids changed this wallpaper. That's so funny. Would just let out. It's funny that this song comes on when I'm trying to do things on the internet, because my internet is kind of slow. Bonk. Just still at the top of these lists, hey? So, $1.64 trillion. Since I started these lives, we've come from 1 trillion, so half a trillion, or $0.64 trillion basically into this since I just started the live streams on this alone. Crazy money, man. Crazy money's coming in here. That's half of what the crypto market cap hit in the bull run. So we hit $3 trillion for a total market value in crypto, and it's only going to exceed that this run. So, like, that's unfathomable amounts of money that is coming into this market very, very soon. I mean, 2 years is soon, in my opinion. I think people have a very, very short sight now because of the internet and social media. But we need to zoom out, relax, just put your feet up and observe the fucking bigger picture, because it's really not a big deal. Shit is not that deep. They just make you think it is. It's really, nothing's really that complicated. Yin and yang, like, you can fucking take it way back thousands and thousands and thousands of years. They had it figured out, the yin and the yang. And now if you look at quantum entanglement and the way that particles and protons actually interact with each other, it looks just like that. Shit is fucking simple. It's fairly black and white. If you DCA into this market, you're gonna win. Period. It's simple. Don't get too worried. Don't get too worried. Sit back, relax, throw those feet up, DCA, look away. Enjoy time with your family. Enjoy time with your family. My family's a little scattered, so and we're not really the Hallmark type. Do that kind of jazz. So yeah, I'll be looking at these charts, and if trades are coming, you could probably find me here and hopefully delivering up some juice. Some juice. I wonder if they're... Oh. What the... Let's see what happens. Music. Why is that? Weird, it mutes the music. Alrighty. What's going on in the crypto gaming world? Guarantee there's something that'll... Near protocol. Trending tokens. I guess we could look at trending ones once in a while too. That's the other thing. Like I'm gonna I like to trade Bitcoin, and I love watching Bitcoin and stuff like that. But if I'm gonna get more serious about day trading again in the new year, we might just go and look at trending tokens and see what's moving and trade that way. But all this stuff, like all these new games, man. Tokens Corp. Web3 gaming project, immutable launches, passport feature with wallet. Stuff like this, like innovative projects, immutable passport, things that are building infrastructure to improve privacy and human experience for people. They're going to blow up. These are projects that are going to continue to develop. These things will blow up. Gaming is going to be huge. Like think about the amount of people that play video games now. Everything is going to be on chain in the future. It's all going to be crypto gaming in the future, right? So this kind of stuff is definitely where I'll be looking come the new year. I am trying to be more patient. This time, because the reality of Bitcoin doing 50% dumps is not uncommon. It's not uncommon to see a 50% dump. So even if we get this move to 50K or 49K like I've been talking about, and we're halfway there now, like I said, 10K is nothing for Bitcoin. So even if we do get there, it's nothing for Bitcoin to do a 50% dump. So we know that we maxed out the RSI on the weekly at 84%. As soon as we cross 70% RSI on the weekly, I told you guys we were going to hit about 8. I targeted 80 to 84%. We hit it. We have now what is happening is something we haven't seen this year yet, which is what I would call a market structure change on the weekly chart. These are strong candles. This is a strong signal. We're now stuck at this 45K resistance, let's say, right? But the RSI, like I said, it maxed out. We hit 84%. Well, I wouldn't say that's max, because we know a bull run hits 95%. So this is why we're waiting, because we could get that another spike up, just like every other chart has done, and hit that 50K mark. But that being said, just because it goes to 50K doesn't mean it can't do another 50% drop before the halving, which is months away, in order for this weekly RSI to reset and allow the monthly to continue moving forward. So we had the breakout on the daily RSI, and we can see this thing is it's trying to wind down. Every other chart underneath the daily chart, the RSI has hit the bottom of the range, underneath 30%. So, though I do think there's a positive move here in the next couple of weeks, I am still weary of a big and fast move down in order to reset the indicators before the halving, in order to get a nice, juicy run. We know that all markets have pumped an insane amount this year. I imagine they've got to book some profits. But the other thing is that they didn't attract any retail investors this year. I don't really feel like retail came here this year. These moves are big, juicy moves, and I don't feel like it was retail, right? Yeah, yes, there's retail in this market, but have we seen a flood of retail? No, they didn't. There was no exit liquidity for anybody. No one has any reason to take profits, and the forecast for 2024 looks like decreased interest rates. We know it's going to be that way. So the move is 43,620. So we're already coming down. It's okay. Should I just close the rest of the trade? We already took most of the profits. I think we got about 25% of the trade left in. Quarter of the trade, but it came down pretty quick there. But that's okay. So we thought it might. Look at that thing rolling over like that. See if we get the bounce off the 60% RSI here on the half-hour chart. Yeah. Things look pretty good though. Yeah. Oh, we're moving Fibonacci's, Fibosquatches. The old fam squanch. Yeah, look at that. Big spike up, big spike down. Yeah, and I do think, again, like I said, if this thing is going to go back to 40K first before moving up this week, which I mean, if people have been stacking longs thinking it's going to go short first. That's just the way it goes. They're waiting for you in these areas to stack your positions. This is another reason I used to love to hold trades open. I used to hold trades open for days, weeks at a time. I'm not going to do that anymore. I generally don't even like going to sleep with an open trade anymore, though I have a bit in the last little while because I do want to catch this next move up in an open trade, and that might look like holding a trade open for a few days if we get in there. But generally, on this or into this run, I don't want to leave the high leverage trades open. We have our DCA. We can maybe stack a low leverage long if we catch a nice low after this high for the year. Then maybe we stack a low leverage long and let that ride for the bull run. But you also got to know that when you're holding an open leverage position, you're paying for that every 12 hours or 24 hours or whatever it is to keep it open. So maybe stacking like a 1 to 3x leverage position for the run is not a bad idea. But if we're going to focus on leverage trades, I don't want to leave trades open anymore because you lose a lot of gains that way too, because it just goes up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. So if we actually take some initiative and look for these setups on a daily basis and we're closing trades, we're going to get opportunities from those same levels underneath us again, rather than paying to hold the trades open. You know what I mean? It's like paying for a taxi and like leaving taxi running while you're going and doing your business. Like, just get another fucking taxi. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. But 43.7. So we're on the support. We know the bottom of this box is roughly the support range. We're still in this trade. We took about 75% out. So we got 25% left in because we did near the top of this range. High for 2023, 44.7 approximately. Are we going to hit that today? Nice bounce here at the support. Brand new half-an-hour candle just kicked in. And let's try for the high. And then we'll close out unless it breaks. We double down again. Let it ride. Yeah. Who's in the comments? I don't even got the chat up. I really hope that nobody's trying to talk to me because I just realized. Where'd the chat go? Uh-oh. See, that happens. Oh, man. See? I didn't have that on there. GM, thoughts on Beam? Beam's great. If Beam's been running, though, already. I didn't scoop Beam, but I did see that one was running, and that would have been a great buy. Becker was talking about that one, actually, or just spend time with them. Soul. Thoughts on Soul? I really liked Soul. The only issue is that Soul's it's got the fat cats in it, so you got to be careful. Big cats, they're dangerous, right? You got to be careful when you're fighting with the fat cats, because big cats are fucking dangerous. But Solana was my best player in the last bull run, and I did well on it. I didn't hold on to it because BTC taking a dumpy. Settle down. This ain't no dumpy. A perfect bounce off support there. Still not along. Thoughts on Beam? Yeah, no, good thoughts on Beam. If you can catch a dip on Beam, going to be great. Great project. I would probably wait for it to come down a little bit because it just saw some excitement here. And like I said, I think Bitcoin, it's going to hit a high. Whether it's already hit it or it's coming soon, I do believe that the daily chart, the daily RSI for Bitcoin will hit the bottom before the halving again. It has to. The question is, will the weekly? I don't think the weekly will. I don't think the weekly will reach the bottom. Only time will tell for sure. Absolute fat cats can scratch one's eyes out. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the cats. Cats will fuck you up. Yeah, so I do think the daily will come down. You can see we've kind of been trending down. We're just trying to sort it out, but no reason that it can't keep running and trade sideways up here. You know what I mean? In a bear market, it seems to trend sideways down in the 30 to 40 ranges, and this year we've been hovering and keeping in some of these higher ranges. So as long as we're up here, I feel pretty positive, right? But given the fact that every chart underneath the daily has come down and bottomed out, it's a good chance that the daily is going to do the same thing. And I'd love to see that happen just like right away. Like, it'd be great to see this thing close high today and then two big fat red peppers. Because like I said, I'd love that long entry with a solid couple of candle closes. So close to a solid close on the daily chart, and then close to a solid open on the next candle. And that's going to be a really nice entry for a long, and hopefully that next leg up. But it could happen today too. Could happen today. Liberty in Trust, one of the moderators of YFH. Gotta love it. Thanks for the support. We appreciate it. Uh-oh. Weird. Wonder how much delay is happening today. When I look at the stream, it looks fairly delayed today. Smash that like, ladies and gentlemen. If you get value from our content, we're trying to get this message out there. Do us a favor. We're going to start marketing it because we know that locally people don't seem to support you. And that's why I want to get it out of people's head that it's not a competition. We're not trying to get ahead of anybody. We're trying to help you get ahead by putting this content out there. I really don't have to do this. I don't need to. I don't need to do it because Bitcoin is enough for me. But I want you to understand that it's enough for you also. And that's why we make this content. You want something to fight against the system. You want something to fight against taxes and inflation and all that bullshit. It's fucking Bitcoin, period. It's the biggest protest you can put up because it's just taking money out of their monetary policy, which controls everything we do. It's all about money. It's definitely not about religion. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad to see what's happening, and obviously I feel for victims of families in all situations, but this shit happens on a daily fucking basis, year round, and it has forever. Right? So the news cycles that everyone is in the fucking shopping malls screaming about is ridiculous. That's what they want. It's profitable. Like, I guarantee all those people went to the malls and they shouted about people shopping and genocide this and genocide that, and then they probably went and fucking got Subway in Tokyo, Japan, and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, fuck sakes, man. You guys got to eat. You know what I mean? So it's about money. It always has been about money. And, unfortunately in the world, it's the same with social media. If you don't have fucking power and status and money, you're nothing. And unfortunately, it's the same for countries. If you don't have power and status and money, you don't have shit. Right? And people get hurt, but people get hurt every day. But there's people getting hurt right here. We have, I don't even want to. We don't even need to get into it. But people are dying here on a daily basis for things. You know, there's financial reasons for people to be fighting and screaming in the streets here for our own citizens, right? So I don't know why we're screaming about things that happen every day around the world, and it's just because it's in the news and it's fucking trendy right now, and you feel like if you don't do it, you're somehow guilty or somehow perpetuating war across the world, or you're not. Guess what? You can just fucking buy some Bitcoin and start chipping away from their monetary policy, and I promise you the news cycles will get brighter. Done with it. I never did anything with this song either. Interesting. What about protesters blocking the freeways and the streets? Yeah, these Just Stop Oil people, like, that's actually asinine. I honestly, for me, I don't quite like. I mean, the Palestine protests, they're real, and maybe some of them are started by paid protester groups, but I don't know so much in Canada. Like Canada, we kind of just like think we're doing the right thing all the time by inconveniencing everybody else. It's so funny. We really do. Like even like try to merge on a highway in Canada, man. It's like people just they try to merge and cut traffic off immediately because they think it's somehow nicer not to use the entire merging lane that their tax dollars pay for. Like we're actually fucked up here. Like we think we're being polite, but we're actually just being inconvenient. Like we're fucking a nuisance. We're annoying. But anyway, yeah, that Just Stop Oil protesters, like, give me a fucking break. That to me, I don't know if I believe those ones. I feel like those are little small paid groups of people, just to be annoying, I feel like those are just for something for people to fucking talk and yell about and argue about. Like I really can't. I just I don't know. Maybe I just don't want to believe that people are that stupid. Maybe I don't want to believe that people are that stupid. Maybe that's what it is. Stream, excellent connection. It looks super delayed to me. Like this is... Oh, the stream isn't like totally caught up. Oh, that's weird. Interesting. We're figuring it out. We be clubbing. Oh, the music... Huh? It's much louder than you. It's much louder than me. The music is not louder than me anymore. I did have it cranked up there for a little bit. Is it too loud still? Or should I get closer to the mic? Thoughts on ICP? Like Insane Clown Posse? The old acid rap group? Jokes. I kid, I joke. ICP. Let's have a look. ICP. Let's have a look. The coin, yeah, I know. Trending. Oh, I'm in the news section. What's going on here? Cryptocurrencies. Where? How come it won't just search topic? Why is it only searching like the feed? Oops. Done fucked it now. Done fucked it. No, that was a while ago. The coin, the music is fine. Music is good now. Good. All for one for all. Protesters. Anytime will tell. Market's down a bit. I feel like I missed one of your guys' comments. Wow, nice. No, that was a while ago. I feel like I missed something. Maybe I missed something because I didn't have the chat up the whole time. Sorry, guys. Okay, we're back on the homepage. ICP. Now, look up the crypto and not the news feed, please. Why doesn't it just... I don't understand. It's kind of lame. I don't... They tell me this is the fastest internet that this building gets. And I just... I'm not too happy with that. I want faster, more speed. I need Tim the Toolman Taylor to come work on my rotor. 1 day chart. Not so bueno. Now, that Looks fairly bueno. Zoom out a little more. Ooh, plateau. Plateau. Actually looks pretty good. What do we have? 100% gain in the last month. What is this thing? What is this thing? Trending altcoins on Binance. What is it? How come it doesn't have the perpetual? This is just its indexes. What is this thing? Popularity. Protection fund. Website. Here we go. That's what I want. Let's go to the website. It looks pretty good. It's hitting a little bit of a plateau there. If you look at that, monthly chart on CoinMarketCap here, that does look similar to what we see in the Bitcoin chart. But I'd look for a bottom, probably around here, maybe $8, $8.50. Something like that. But it looks like it looks pretty solid. That's nice volume coming in. But we're gonna look at the website here and see what this thing actually is. Cypherspace. It's cloud. So is this CPI? It's AI. So it's gonna grow. I mean, that's what I mean. Like anything right now, anything that's alive and developing right now is very likely to go through this run, right? Not everything's gonna survive this run. That's the thing. So if you're getting into some of these smaller caps, just be aware of that. I wouldn't be looking to hold anything. And at the end of the year, I'd be looking to ditch everything except for fucking Bitcoin. And like maybe you take some profits out of Bitcoin, but if you DCA the whole time, you shouldn't really need to be taking a whole lot out of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is something that we should be stacking and holding for the whole time. And if we make money in altcoins somewhere else, fuck everything that you're holding. Because if Bitcoin drops 75%, which I don't personally think it will after this run, everything else is doing 90% or tanking and going tits up right to zero. And that's what hurt me in 2021 because I took profits from Bitcoin and then everyone, I believed the hype of an alt run and I got crushed on some things. So not doing that again. Bitcoin is the most valuable thing that's ever existed, regardless of how well these markets do. I don't care. Yeah. Okay, step into the era of blockchain as a limitless smart contract cloud that hosts everything on-chain: data, content, computations, and user experiences. Forget legacy IT and build tamper-proof and unstoppable Web3 social media, gaming, virtual reality, decentralized finance, and enterprise infrastructure. Join the movement and realize the game-changing internet computer paradigm of full-stack decentralization and seamless multi-chain today. I like that. That's good. So we know Web3 is coming. This is probably a great project. Now, I would just be worried about holding it after the bull run. $5 a gigabyte. Yeah. It's not bad. So, yeah, this looks great. It's probably going to hang around. And we look at the 1 month chart here, and we've got what we kind of a structure that we want to see before we enter something. Is it level out and not have any more sell pressure on it? But generally, if we run out of sell pressure, they're going to start to stack liquidity. So someone will start to stack some longs in here somewhere. Fuck! Look at the 1 year chart. Jesus Christ. $3. So from $3 to $9. So it's already done a 3x. Oh no, it's up 150% this year. What? That doesn't make any sense. It's done a 3x. Since the bottom, but I guess that was before the end of the year. So, and on the annual, I don't know. That's tough to say because, man, I saw some gains. Yeah, see, and that's why we should be looking at these things a lot sooner, because this is where you want to buy this stuff. So, yeah, going to be looking down the list, that's for sure, because now is the time. Now is the time to find a new project that you potentially believe in and take a little gamble. I take a little gamble on it. We know that Bitcoin's moved 160% off its bottom, which is what we want to see. People, if the indicators for Bitcoin are going to reset, then it's very likely to happen quickly. Now, people taking profits from Bitcoin, if they're in Bitcoin, they know that the dollar isn't the most valuable place for their money, and that money is going to places like this, and that's why they get 100% gain in a month, right? So don't go chase the hype of something that's already moved. If you're going to be on CoinMarketCap, okay, internet computer, this did well. What other projects are like this? What else is maybe further down the list of cryptocurrencies if we go back to ranking? What is maybe further down the list that has a similar market structure and hasn't moved yet? Forget what everyone's telling you on YouTube or whatever, because generally if you've caught it, this space moves so fast that if you go and catch something on YouTube, unless it's live, oh, you bastard, it's losing 700 there, or fighting for 43.7 here. But look at projects like that. Okay, so this project just did really well. What did that project do? Was it a game? Was it a storage platform? Was it a utility token? You know what I mean? What about that token sent it flying, right? Okay, so then go down the line and find something with some market structure that hasn't moved yet. Find something. Here we go. What is this? Matic. Has Matic done anything yet? Down 10% today. And that's just me looking at the little thumbnail of the fucking chart on the side of the ranking list. So first pick here is Matic. Let's have a look. Might actually buy some Matic. And this is one thing, and it's actually doing well. No, wow, that's only the daily chart. So down 7% for the week. Perfect. Love that. Right? I want to buy things when they're on sale. We got a nice double bottom here. I can't see the RSI, but this is potentially a bullish divergence right here on the monthly chart. Okay, so now we have a double top plus the breakout, right? And in the red after this. So we still haven't seen a move on Matic. Right. So I mean, even that looks like a good trade. You know, maybe that comes down a bit, but Matic looks great to me. I want to find something when it's on sale, not already moved. Don't buy the hype. Don't buy the hype. Find something in the red. Buy shit when it's on sale. Get used to buying red. Think opposite. Buy red. Buy red. Fucking assets seem to be the only thing that people don't want to buy when they're on sale. You know, run and buy 5 TVs on Black Friday and stomp somebody's fucking neck to get it. But you don't want to buy assets when they're on sale. I don't get it. Rather 2-for-1 pizza. You know what I mean? What's this? OKB. OKB, another one. Similar structure. All red. All red. See, I don't want to buy one of these green ones that's topped out. And you know what I mean? Like, what I'm wrong sometimes. Like, bonk just keeps fucking going. You know what I mean? Like, there's things that do these 26,000% gains and go crazy. 7 days. This one's up 60%. Stacks. STX. Optimism. I was actually looking at that one. Should have picked it up because I have some staking with Optimism. Actually. Here's a look at that. I like the look of that. What is that? First Digital USD. Nah, never mind. Render. Let's look at Render actually, because this is one that I was playing with. It's up 12% this week, but Render is one that I was playing with in 2021, and I think it'll also do really well this run. It's already on the climb though. It's already on the climb. Ooh, big time on the climb already. See, missed it. Like, this was September. 4X in September. Love it. 1,000% this year. 1,000% this year for Render already. You know what I mean? So, maybe we missed the boat on some of this stuff, but like I said, I got wrecked some in 2021, so I was really focused on Bitcoin, and being focused on Bitcoin kind of let my emotions settle with everything else and gives me a little more clarity in this market. We're back up. We're back up at $43,812. Let's keep it going. Let's get this candle up. Close up here somewhere today, and then fucking bingity bang boom back to the bottom would be lovely to see. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll keep you updated. Of course. Over an hour. Render's a good one. Made me some good bucks. Buying and selling around $2-3. Beautiful. Awesome. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. Yeah, as far as ICP goes, that is a good looking project. Uh-oh. Lost image. Oh, no, that was when my... Oh, that's just the lag. Never mind. Never mind. I will go back to sleep. Speaking of that, I'm going to wrap it up. Been in here for an hour or so. Thank you very much. Great chat this morning, guys. I like that. I like getting some insight into other projects and scooping and looking around. So thank you for coming in. Appreciate the moderation, and we will catch you in the daily close. Go fuck yourself. Bye.
Figs and Bogs. Figs and Bogs.